Hi guys, a quick announcement before the video starts. Would you like to get your base design in one of the future episodes? Leave a comment down below or join my Discord server, the link is in the description. I hope you have a great day and I see you in the next one.
Right, well, this was my first base when I first spawned in, and I watched a couple of videos knowing that it was quite a safe place for the insects, so I've started building here. It's nothing special, but it was a very good beginner base for me, and I've got pretty much everything a base needs. There's lots of insect parts in here now. I spent quite a lot of time. So we might as well go upstairs. I've got a few mushroom farms up here just to get a bit of food. I had grand plans for filling this up when I first started, and pretty soon figured out that that wasn't going to happen, so it's all pretty much empty. And then I just ended up building a viewing platform up the top and thought I need to build other places. So yes, this is my first base. Right, this is the second experimental base. It was inspired after I saw a video on building elevators, so I thought I would at least give it a shot and see if I could get up to the top of the bird bath. And it worked quite well. If you get the great, well, this is a great spot to start a base. It's very safe, so I spent a fair amount of time bringing resources in. That's the one thing about a base over by the bird bath, is things are hard to come by, so you've got to do a lot of running around, but this worked out well. I've got my water, I've got my mushrooms, a drying rack. It's great for berry harvesting over this side, so I needed a place to stay, and so we've got plenty of berries, tons around. So it's a really big empty base. I tend to build fairly big bases and don't have things to fill them up with. And I haven't really been into building all the, the mounting the heads and doing weaponry and stuff like that. But it's a good base. If you can get up on the roof here, I've got a little up here. It's a bit tricky to get up, but the crow comes and lands on the branch, so right below me, and you're about 6 feet away from the crow. It's as close as you can possibly get to the crow. Yes, so this is the bird bath base, the number 2. Right, well, this is the last base that I've built. It was sort of putting together everything that I've learned from the last 2 bases, and it was an experiment. I call it the square helix. So the walls tend to do a full 360 all the way up, and it took quite a few leaf stems and weed stems to do it, but I think it was well worth it. It has one of the best views that I've found so far. Well, not quite to the top, it's just this sort of second layer down. So this is I suppose, what would you call it, the storage and kitchen area. I wanted to separate the living from all the storage and everything, just to keep the penthouse suite clear. So I've got your basic water and food and a mega amount of storage that I haven't filled all yet, but I'm sure I'll get there. And then on it's not quite to the top, but I'm going to have mushroom production here, and I've got a grand idea about filling it full of mushrooms, even though there's one person, I probably don't need that much. But and then if you walk up, this is the main living, I call it the penthouse suite. So just the one bed, it's just a single player save normally. I've got all my armor stacked up around the place, and yeah, just for the first time I've done some decoration and added the chairs and the tables and bits and pieces, and from up here you get a pretty good view of the garden in general, so I'm quite happy with that. You can get on the roof. If I've mainly got that set of stairs here just for maintenance, but there is the potential to build more. Yeah, so there's my bases.
I love killing ants. Just made it to make some extra defense. Here you can eat. Here you can check the view. If you have some intruders. Over here you have your own basketball court for your friends. Workbench and some water. It's the same on the other side. A workbench and some water. And here's, yeah, the relaxing chill place. 3 beds, one of each for your friends. Some weapons on the wall. Some armors. And here you can chill after slaying some bugs. Eat at the table. Reminds me a little of a prison, like a courtyard when you come up here and like look down. And yeah, it took a lot of weed stems, as you guys see. Not so far to collect them. That's why I built this base over here. Also the clay as a foundation. I think it's about 500. Made these towers you can watch all over and around the base. I think it's cool. You can look for intruders and nothing can get up here. Pretty solid. Nice view from every angle. Oh, yeah, so let's get up here. Here is 2 balconies. Can have some barbecue, make some smoothies. Watch the sun come up, watch the sun go down. Yeah. On the top of the roof here you have an elevator. I just made it ready for when the zip line's coming out. Not so tall, but I think it's tall enough. It's not the best, but works. If I can get up here. Yeah, so this is the main basis. Made some small houses and the other one with the clay foundation over there. That was the first base, then I just added the other ones.
I don't have much in the way of a crib, so to speak. I've got a very small house, so I'm going to show you where we started, this very humble little area. We just got some chests in here, a workbench, and a little lean-to. This is where we lived for the longest time when we were planning on building our house. Over here, we thought, ooh, neat, a cave. We didn't know about the wolf spiders at the time. Well, my daughter did, but she didn't tell me.
I did tell you.
Okay, she did tell me, but I didn't see it for myself. It wasn't in there. We had this entire area here completely full of pallets, and we would just walk around the spiders. Well, when they had one of the updates, the spiders woke up. They are very, very, very heavy sleepers, luckily, but it turned out not to be, a very good idea. So I started wandering around and trying to think of where to make a house. So she and I started building this little bridge over here to make it easier to make it to the house I was trying to practice building because I hadn't really got the hang of it yet. I did hop over to creative to practice building just so I wouldn't waste as many materials, but that didn't work out. I still wasted a lot of materials. All right, but over here is where I made my very simple little house. There's nothing pretty to look at. I was just trying to figure out how to build things. Very simple. So now it's like an outpost for when it gets dark on this side of the map and I'm looking for stuff like berries and such. So then I decided it was way too challenging with the 20,000 spiders and the beetles because I'm not very good at video games. Oh, are they sleep? Have you seen those spiders when they sleep and they're on their back and they snore? It's so cute. I can't even like mess with them. It's so cute. I can't do it. It's like mean. Okay. All right. So I made this very simple little dwelling. It was not the easiest for me because I don't play Minecraft. I don't know how to build. I just basically put a little bit of everything that you're able to craft so far in here. Got a place to cook, got a little table, little jerky rack out here, which it took me entirely too long, I mean like embarrassingly long, to figure out that you could put bugs on there so they won't rot. You have to duck a little bit to make it up these steps. Got a nice little chair, got my little armor dummies over here, the fancy bed of course, which I was really mad that you can't jump on nearly as easily as in creative. I was jumping on the bed and being made fun of by my husband because I was having way too much fun just jumping on the bed. But I got basketball goal out here. bounce web so I can easily access the water. And ordinarily, I would ride a dandelion over to the garage over here, but I don't have any dandelions on me because the last two I chopped down didn't spawn the little thingy-mabobs. Whatever, you know what I mean. There was one area that I wasn't able to build a roof, so I just put some stairs to it and some mushrooms because it looked empty to me. Got my storage. This is my tool shed, basically. My daughter wanted to make a house across the pond. She said something about building a bridge, which I didn't think was a possibility, but obviously it is because I built it. This took a lot of time because I did it by myself, and I'm not in creative, so this was very, very, very time consuming, especially because if you take away one little piece of the blueprint, it collapses the entire thing. And I collapsed it 4 times before I got it completely finished and across. Now, ordinarily, there is a big old wolf spider over here. For some reason, it's not spawning. I started making a bridge to circumnavigate the wolf spider, and it stopped spawning. There is no wolf spider. This one spot right here would not let me put a wall. So I put some mushrooms in there because it looked blank to me. I don't know, don't ask. And over here, I have started building my daughter's cabin. It's gonna be pretty neat when it's done, I think. I'm learning. But that's basically it.
So this is just this is my little hunting cabin on the lake here. I'll come inside. Nothing really special about it yet. Got some little bedrooms over here. Nothing too major over on this side here. Just some quick little rooms in case you have guests over. This takes you takes you down to the little fishing dock, whatever you want to call it. Got some chairs here. Definitely love to see fishing rods put in the game eventually. I was actually kind of surprised I was able to build under the water here technically. I think I could at first. There's a will, there's a way, I guess. I head back upstairs to the main house. We'll go check out the 2nd and 3rd floor. Yeah, staircases on both sides take you to the same spot. Yeah, nothing yet. Figure this might be the warehouse floor or something on it if I ever decide to further this build. We got a set of stairs over this way, or on that side as well. Takes you up to the old attic and little observatory. Got a nice view. A little back porch. That's a little sky bridge we were gonna build and never went back to. You can kind of tell how old this is by some of the archaic building methods I had to use. Lack of square roofing and whatnot. But yeah, and nothing too special with this build.